Hello, comic book guys and gals, and welcome to Comic Mag Musings. This fella's your host, Bill Miller. I'm very excited today because we are doing another 5 speculation comic books that are under the radar, undervalued sleeper picks that you can get for absolutely ridiculously cheap. So let's go ahead and dig in and see what our 5 books are today. First, we have Starman number 1. This is from 1994. An 80-issue run. Cover and interior art by Tony Harris. And this is the second Starman series. The key to this is it's written by James Robinson. He is probably my favorite British writer. There was an earlier series of 45 issues from 1988. But this is the series that garnered a lot of critical acclaim. Robinson's version won Eisner Awards. And it was the basis of a planned TV series from 2003 that never came to fruition. It's about Jack Knight, who's an antiques dealer. He becomes Starman after his dad, Ted Knight, was the original Starman and had since retired. He's a reluctant hero, and he has a cosmically powered staff that is handed down from father to son. Brilliant series. Love it. Love it, love it, love it. An amazing read. This can be picked up for $2 to $4 in near mint condition. $2 to $4. That's issue number 1 of Starman, the second series. Now there was an issue 0 from that same series. I typically don't recommend picking up issue 0s. They generally don't hold the value of a first issue. Usually they contain some backstory, or they're like a prequel to pull you up to issue 1. So issue 1 can kind of get started, jump started, without having to explain a lot. But this particular one might not be a bad pickup as a bonus pickup. $5 for issue number 0. $5 for number 0 of Starman. All right, next we have Ascender, number 1. This is from 2019. It's an 18-issue series, art and cover by Dustin Nguyen. And the key to this is it's written by Jeff Lemire. This is a sequel series to another creator-owned series he wrote called Descender. So this is Ascender, and he also wrote Descender. It's a sci-fi story where magic has replaced machines, and it follows a girl named Mila or Mila. Now, Lemire is a popular writer. He wrote Sweet Tooth. That was made into a TV show that has been very popular. He also wrote Gideon Falls, which is a very popular comic book that I suspect will be getting made into something at some point. This goes for $3 to $5 for a near mint copy. So Ascender number 1, $3 to $5. And I think Lark Studios optioned both Ascender and Descender last year. I haven't heard that anything's happened from that yet, but I wouldn't be surprised. And if nothing does happen, I see them getting optioned again. So Ascender number 1, $3 to $5. Now I do recommend indies a lot. They're just easier to get optioned for streaming services, movie studios, TV production companies. You're only dealing with a couple creators. You don't have to pay them nearly as much. Plus, Marvel is owned by Disney, and Warner Brothers owns DC. And so for the most part, they're going to produce their own content from those characters. So DC and Marvel characters are for the most part off limits to other companies. So go after indies. Doesn't cost a lot because most things that get optioned don't get made into something. What you're doing is you're buying the opportunity for a period of time to make something. And you have exclusive rights to the source material or the content during that timeline. And if nothing happens during that option period, it expires and the creators can sell the option again. And depending upon how strong the content is, they can charge a higher price for the option to produce something based upon that content. Most indies are writer-driven, or at least the picks that I have are, because that's where the story's at, right? And that's what's being optioned, the story. If it's going to be live action, then it doesn't matter what the artist did in the particular comic book. Even if it's going to be a cartoon or something that's digitally animated, they're not going to use the artist from the comic book series to do that. They'll have their own artists, or they'll farm out the artwork to some other company. So it really is driven by the writers, and that's why I think Jeff Lemire is a really strong pick, and anything that he does is, at the very least, probably going to get optioned. So this one has been, along with Descender's companion title that preceded it. Look out for that one. The next one is definitely higher priced. Certainly the highest priced of this group of comic books, but one that I think is still a good buy, and that is Moon Knight number 29. This is from the 1980 series of Moon Knight. There were 38 issues in that series. It was written by Doug Mensch, and the key to this is the cover and the art is done by Bill Sienkiewicz. This is already becoming a cover key. And if you just look at it, it's absolutely amazing. And Werewolf by Night guess in this particular issue. So a VF Plus to VF Near Mint copy will cost $35 to $50. So it certainly is up there, especially for the books that I have for my speculation videos. But Moon Knight is coming to a Disney show, and I think that the price will go up, especially if the show does well. But the key to this is, I think a lot of the Moon Knight books will go up, and they have been going up, and they'll continue to go up. But most of them, I think, after the show is over, whether it's successful or not, most of them will start falling back down. I think that this one will stay. I think that it is such a strong cover key, especially high-grade ones, because it's all black. It's a little bit tougher to get in higher grade, but I think that this one will stay up, and it'll have staying power. It's just an incredible book. It's been more expensive than relative to the other books in the run for years now, and I think that the show will magnify that difference, and I think it'll stay there. So Moon Knight number 29. And as always, these are books in my personal collection. They're not books that I'm selling right now. I don't have any ulterior motives. I just want to show you some really cool books that I think are worth a gamble. And I think that they have a strong possibility in some cases of paying off later on, so you can either say, I'm glad I have that book and I got it when it was cheaper, or you can sell that book to put the proceeds toward a bigger comic book that you're trying to buy. Next, we have Sea of Stars, #1. This is from 2019. It's an 11-issue series, art and cover by Stephen Green. And this is a sci-fi story about a space trucker and his son who get separated in space. And this is written by the brilliant Jason Aaron, who wrote Scalped, an incredible series that I can't recommend enough. He's written Thor, Wolverine, Punisher, Max. His Thor storyline was the basis for the Love and Thunder movie. And Scalped has been optioned, and it will be optioned again. It's too good not to get made into something. You can get this one for $2 to $4 in near mint condition. So Sea of Stars #1, $2 to $4. That is the A cover. This is the B cover. And what the heck, another B cover. All right, last pick that we have for today is Winnebago Graveyard. This is from 2017, a 4-issue series. Interior and cover art by Allison Sampson. And the key to this one is it's written by Steve Niles. It's about a vacationing family that gets stranded in a mysterious small town that has a spooky secret. And Steve Niles is a great writer with a really strong track record. He wrote 30 Days of Night, which was made into a successful movie. And he's had series after series of creator-owned properties optioned, like City of Dust, A Leicester Arcane, Criminal Macabre, Freaks of the Heartland. The list goes on and on. And you can get this book in near mint condition for $1 to $3 all day long, and twice, and I've checked on this, twice on Sundays. Now, in fact, I've gotten several copies for, I think, 80 cents. So Winnebago Graveyard #1, right around $1. There's another copy. That is the A cover. Here is the B cover. And another B. So those are our 5 speculation picks for today. We have Winnebago Graveyard. Quick summary. We have Sea of Stars. Both #1s. Moon Knight #29. Definitely by far the most expensive of the group. Ascender #1. A companion title to the previously published Descender series. And we have Starman #1. And if you'd like a bonus pick, it would be Starman 0. And that's the 2nd series. So that will do it for our speculation comic books. I hope you enjoyed seeing them. And if you did, I would encourage you to subscribe and hit that notification bell. That way you're alerted as soon as I release new red-hot content. Thumbs up and comments are always appreciated. And remember, we're taking over the world one comic book at a time.